Good morning, my sweet friends. Olive and I just arrived here in Waco, Texas. What is in Waco, Texas, you ask? That's a great question. I really don't know. Everything I know about this place and this town, I learned from a TV show called Fixer Upper with Chip and Joanna Gaines. It is a home renovation show based out of Waco, Texas. They find fixer-upper houses around town. They renovate them for their clients. Joanna does like all of the interior design. Chip does all the construction. And together they are an incredibly likable duo. Chip and Joanna are really the only reason I know about Waco, Texas. So I know they have a bunch of businesses here that they own. They've got a coffee shop, a bakery, a garden store, a home decor store. It just sounded like a fun place to explore in the spring. So that's what we're gonna do. I should also preface this vlog by saying I threw my back out 2 days ago. So yesterday was largely spent on the floor. Today I am sitting and walking, which is great. We are headed in the right direction. However, I am still having to be very careful with all of my movements. I'm having to be very intentional when I'm walking to not mess anything up. So I am going to take things very slowly as I'm moving around today. It's probably going to take me a while to get through everything, and we'll just hope for the best. If my back starts hurting, I'm just going to come back here to the van. And you know, that is one of the great things about living in a van, is that if I ever just want to go home, I can do that pretty much immediately, no matter where I am. So that's the plan. That's my little disclaimer. We're going to keep our fingers crossed and just play it by ear. But let's find out what this place is all about.
So you call me if you need anything. Call me if you need anything, okay? I'll try to find something for you.
Hold the fort down, okay? I'll be back soon.
In the morning, when you walk away, my heart drops to the floor. They said it would get easier, but I don't know who for. Days move faster now, I swear. I can feel them slip away. But some things last forever. The love that never fades. It's easy to make promises for the young and free, but you kept every word you said, and you stayed true to me. We lean into the great beyond. There's more love yet to make. 'Cause some things last forever, but love it never fades.
Hi. How are you? Could I do a 16-ounce iced pistachio latte, please? Thank you so much.
He left her slowly as his mind lost more every day. Quietly she walked beside and tended in her way. Now the bed he built for two is cold, but her memories have stayed. Because some things last forever, the love that never fades. Dishes and tears, I'm standing here. I know it sounds cliche. A blanket of this history covers me today. In between the bliss and underneath the ache, in the tenderness, a single thread remains. It's deeper than a sentiment. It's a fierce and holy rage.
Okay, I'm already back in the van, and I'm laying down, not because of my back specifically, although I am using this as an excuse to rest it for a couple minutes, but because the 2 batteries I have for my bigger, better camera have already died. I thought I charged them all the way. I guess I didn't, so I'm giving them some time to charge. I came back to check on Olive, and I'm just resting my back for a little while. But you guys, can I just say, I already know I'm in trouble. It's 2:30. I should have come way earlier, and I knew that. I just didn't plan ahead very well. But I've only been to Magnolia Press, which is the coffee shop. I got a pistachio latte, which I haven't had all that much of because I've been walking around filming, but it is very good. The ice is melted now, and they spelled my name. Kaciy, which I love that as a creative decision. I've never seen that before. So, yeah, that made me laugh. Magnolia Press was great. It's connected to Magnolia Home, so that's the only other place I've been. And just those 2 places alone, I can't even describe the attention to detail. Everything is perfectly in order. Everything looks like it's ready to be photographed for a magazine. The smells, it's like the different parts of the store are scented to have you experience a different thing as you're walking through them. So it is phenomenal so far. Gosh, there's still so much to see, you guys. I don't know how I'm gonna fit all of this into like 3.5 hours. I'm thinking I'm gonna finish the day off by getting some food for dinner at one of the food places that I know they'll have. I just haven't seen yet. And maybe the last place I'll go is the bakery, if it stays open late enough to get some desserts for tonight.
I never thought in the wildest dream I'd see you again. Never dreamed about nothing else other than you. I always thought I'd be waiting in vain, but suddenly there you were. Never thought it'd be easy to feel you in my arms, but now we're here and I'm all in, and I wonder about you, 'cause I can stay till the morning, or stay till the dawn, but just hold me now. I wanna be so much better whenever you're around. I wanna say something clever to get in your mind, 'cause right now we're not together and I lose my way then. Oh, I feel so much better whenever you're around, whenever you're around. Yeah, yeah, whenever you're around.
Can I ask your opinion on something? Okay, do you think this one or this one?
Okay, the yellow's cute, but the green brings out your eyes.
Okay,
The green
you just
makes
made
your
my
eyes
decision
pop.
for me. Thank you so much.
Say it again, just get it in the open. Say it again, 'cause I can't take it all.
sleeping? How you doing? How are you?
Okay, I'm back in the van. That probably ended pretty abruptly in terms of the footage because I met a girl right outside. Her name is Mackenzie, and we just got to talking. She was so nice and so friendly, and she is also nomadic. So this is her first day in Waco and my first day in Waco, and yeah, we just sat and talked for like an hour, and I feel like we still have a lot to talk about. So she said she was gonna go get dinner at Magnolia Table, which is not part of the Magnolia shops. It's like maybe 2 miles away. And she invited me to go get dinner with her. So I'm gonna go get dinner with Mackenzie at Magnolia Table. I think I just made a friend, you guys. This is so exciting. This has never happened to me like this. I have made friends. I have friends. That's not what I meant. I meant like on the road, just meeting somebody who seemed really cool and really nice. So let's go get dinner.
I'll see you later, big girl. I'm gonna go grab dinner. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. You be good.
We just got to our sleeping spot for the night. I feel like my voice is slowly disappearing, so I'm gonna try to keep this brief, but dinner was great. Mackenzie is awesome. She's actually also originally from Florida, so I feel like we just had a ton of stuff to talk about and we had a lot in common. We're not heading in similar directions whatsoever in terms of our upcoming travel, but I'm just gonna keep in touch with her and hopefully at some point in the future, our paths will cross again. It's interesting because I feel like on one hand, in filming and sharing these videos and sharing our travels, I feel a very strong sense of community with you guys and online. But in terms of meeting people in person and making friends on the road, I think it's been a rarity for me for sure. And honestly, just making new friends in adulthood in general, I feel like can be kind of difficult if it's not something that you intentionally prioritize, which as a very introverted person, I definitely don't. So all that to say, I think it was really nice to meet Mackenzie. It was like a little bonus on top of an already really great day. Speaking of, before I forget, I'm going to show you guys everything I got today. I think I showed a clip of this when I was looking at it in the store, but I just got this little Magnolia Market tote bag. It's got strawberries around the sides. I use tote bags for everything. I use them as my purses. I use them for groceries, so I think I'm going to get some really good use out of this. I also got this hat. Shout out to the girl in the store who helped me choose this one. She was so sweet, but I really liked it. I also got this little card. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to read it, but it just has a quote by Mary Oliver. It says, "Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life?" Words to live by, for sure. I think I'm going to use this to do a little scrapbooking page from today's adventures. And a magnet, just says Magnolia Silos. You guys know in my locker, I usually pick up a magnet from like every place I visit. So I'm gonna add this to the collection. Last but not least, currently in my refrigerator, I got some cupcakes from the Silos Bakery. I ended up picking up a carrot cake, a strawberries and cream, and a toasted coconut one. So I think I should probably break those out and taste test them before Olive and I go to bed.
Wrote you a letter so you wouldn't forget bend, folds at the edges, I'm out of my hand. Say that we're fine and all, 'cause we are, but where's that confidence? For someone who finds it hard to remember, where's that common sense? And now I wish to forget like normal people forget.
Oh, there's lots of low trees. You guys see her back there? All of you want to say hi? No, she's very, very content just sleeping on the counter back there. In Waco, Chip and Joanna, oh my God. Sorry. Oh my God. You cleaning? You cleaning? Is that person honking at me? No. You look pretty spooky right there, big girl.